But I also played a bunch of games at Fan Expo that aren't out yet. And I think the one in particular we got to tackle right off the top here is a little game called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I've got a little bit of footage here. I actually have some really good footage of just cropped the whole screen, and Nintendo was like, no, you can't use that. You have to have at least a bit over the shoulder.
This is a really nice quality video.
Yeah, really.
Okay, great. So what can I say? The very first thing I did when I went to Fan Expo was I made a beeline for the Nintendo booth. They had about 12 stations there. We were doing 4-player games, and you got to play 2.5 minute fights. And I panicked in that first one. I was so conscious about doing well that I picked my main character in the game, not realizing like, oh, there's new characters I should be playing so that I could talk about them on the stream. So I won that first game, and then the second game I played as the Inkling from Splatoon.
Nice.
And I thought she was really interesting. For special moves, her neutral B is the kind of the splatter shot. Her down B is grenade. Her forward B is the roller, which I found to go really fast and really hard to control. Then her up B was the sort of like turning into a squid and splashing up into the air. Which does go really high, but it doesn't go very diagonal. So I think that could be a problem for trying to get back onto the stage.
Interesting. Well, who was your main character?
Ryu.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I struggle mightily in Smash Bros. Games, so I pick him to try and minimize the gap of things I have to learn.
Right. Fair enough.
Otherwise, like, I wish I had more to say about it other than it's Smash Brothers.
It looks really good.
It
looks fun.
It does look really good, and it played largely the same as the last Smash Bros. Unfortunately, I am not well versed enough in Smash Bros. To be able to pick out the nuances, but the Inkling seemed cool. The person that was playing Ripley said they also really liked playing as Ripley, so...
It's Ridley with a D.
Oh, Ridley. I had Ripley like Aliens. Yeah.
There's slight similarities to Metroid and Alien. It's understandable.
Yeah. By chance, is there any questions you might have on what I saw that maybe I could answer?
No, it was fun. I mean, have you played Brawl or Melee or anything else?
Yeah.
Or Wii U? Yeah.
I actually played Wii U the night before. I tried to stream it and then remembered, oh yeah, the online play in this game is awful. And I had to cut the stream really short because it didn't work.
I mean, was it comparable to that, like in terms of how it felt? Because I thought Wii U actually felt pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, control-wise, really nice.
Yeah, it was. I didn't notice any major differences in that regard.
Could you play as any of the characters, or only some of them available?
I played as Ryu and Inkling. I only got 2.
No, I'm sorry. I meant like, was everyone on the roster to choose, or just a few?
That's a good question. No, this build only had about 20 characters in it.
20 characters. It's funny to think like 20 characters is not even like a third.
I know.
Yeah, it is a massive roster, and the lineups for Smash Bros were insane the whole weekend.
I bet.
So if you got to play it, like, props to you. They gave us a poster for playing it as well, which I will hang up at the back here some point.
Yeah.
I'd have like hot dog stand that goes up and down the line of Smash Brothers, just killing it with money.
Yeah.
That's true. How long was that wait for you?
Because it was the very first thing I did, I had to wait like less than 5 minutes, but the line stretched way farther within like the hour.
Yeah, Laura and I have only gone to one really big strictly video game convention. It was PAX 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now. And we waited in line to play pretty much everything that was there. And I think the longest one we waited for was maybe a little bit over an hour for Battleborn.
Wow.
I mean, it was cool. It's just like, oh man, you're in line forever. But there was a lot of other stuff that had shorter lines, which is probably what you should do instead.
Yeah.
And I remember I think the first thing we did was we played Splatoon, even though we already had Splatoon and like absolutely destroyed everyone else at Splatoon. But it was still fun to go there, and we got like paired up against these like little kids, and we're like, oh. But we won. It was fun.
I generally don't like playing video games at cons because the lines are generally too long. I could say, I should have put the clips of. I have Spider-Man footage on here. That game looks amazing.
Yeah.
But you had to book online in advance, and then I just got too lazy, so I didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, it comes out in 2 days anyway, so you can just buy it.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Andy Bit Pop's got a review of it up right now. So.
Oh wow.
It's he got a copy of it. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I saw it got really great reviews all over the place.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.